everyone. I'm your host, Angel Salang, for this month's podcast. We are back with Warrior Studio Kabetaan Podcast. So it's another episode full of chika and learnings. I know that this past few weeks has been quite challenging and busy na rin for all, especially at midterms week past and marami ring naging deadlines. But wag na wag nating kakalimutan to always congratulate ourselves for making it this far and for always giving our all. So for today's kwentuhan, pag-uusapan natin ang all about sa month of March. Pero teka, ano nga ba ang meron sa buwan ng Marso? March is the month for my girlies out there. So for all the empowered women, we are celebrating Women's Month. And here with us today para samahan tayo, a woman of art, empowerment, and joy, Miss Crisaline Villalubos. Hi Miss Crisaline, can you please introduce yourself for our listeners?
Hello, Miss Angel. My name is Crisaline G. Villalubos. I'm from BSMA or Management Accounting 3202.
Yan. So we actually have a few questions na sasagutin natin through this podcast. And Miss Crisaline right here will be the one who will be with us all throughout. Actually, konting sharing lang today's TMI. I've known Miss Crisaline ever since first year, since we are blockmates na rin. And I can attest, ako na yung magiging witness how strong-willed she is. So I'm sure talaga that she will help us answer some questions na probably everyone's also curious about, and of course, share some of her experiences na rin with us. Right, Miss Crisaline? Ayan. So to start, let's begin with something light. Miss Crisaline, for you, ano nga ba ang role ng mga kababaihan in promoting gender equality?
For me, the role that women plays in promoting gender equality nga, sabi nga po ni Miss Angel, yung parang empowering other women. Yung cliche man nga siyang pakinggan, but girls supporting each other, it is one of the common ways you can ever help to promote gender equality. And women promoting gender equality is not only about voicing out concerns nga naman, but it also about yung providing opportunities and programs on how they can help other women and genders. Yung amplifying their voices by sharing their similar struggles sa mga ganong paraan can help them to overcome inequality. At yung way din na ito ay para makapag-uplift ng kapwa babae para malaman nila na may nakakakita sa mga struggles nila at saka pati na rin yung achievements nila. So I think yung simple ways of showing na pinahahalagahan mo ang isang babae is the key to overcome the challenges in gender inequality. Women may seem fragile, but they are always ready when it comes to adapting to changes at saka yung ipaglaban kung ano nga ba yung para sa kanila at saka kung ano yung tama. Yun po.
Yes. Actually, gender equality has always been an issue, and isa sa pinaka nagiging hindrance in achieving this equality is because of underestimating the roles na kayang gampanan ng both genders. And just like as mentioned ni Crisaline, aside from the roles na ginagampanan ng men in our society, marami. There are more than expected roles na kayang i-execute ng mga kababaihan. And if we are to focus on these aspects as well, then we might mitigate the reasons na pumipigil sa pag-achieve ng inaasam nating equality. So there are challenges in life na talaga namang hindi natin maiiwasan. And speaking of, can you share with us the biggest challenge that you have faced?
Siguro yung biggest challenge ko na naharap ko is yung teenage years ko siguro, yung parang 'di ba pag teenager ka, yung society mo, you always believe or focusing on the standards na sinaset ng society sa iyo. So yun nga, when I was in my teenage years, yung people will tell me that yung dark complexion ko ay hindi maganda, yung curly hair is being treated as messy. Tsaka ang hirap din i-maintain ng physical appearance para sa kanila na dapat kailangan mo maging mapayat pero dapat hindi ganun kapayat. Tapos dapat kung tataba ka naman, dapat hindi din sobrang taba, 'di ba? Yung hearing this kind of parang standards is very complicated. Kaya ang hirap. Lalo na kapag teenager ka tapos namuhay ka sa ganong standards. Lalo na kapag kinulong mo na lang din yung sarili mo sa mga gusto nila. Siyempre kapag yun nga, teenager ka, prone ka sa mga sinasabi nila at susundin mo yun. So, kapag sinabi nila na bagay sa yung rebonded na buhok mo, mas maganda yung maputi, in my part, gagawin ko lahat yun kasi nga, it will serve as an approval na para maging maganda ka sa paningin nila. But realizing this on my early adulthood, masakit siya isipin kasi those standards became a limitation na dapat ang babae ay gano'n ang physical appearance.
So that must been really hard. I could actually relate with that struggle of standards na siniset ng society. But as time passed, sabihin na natin na hindi na ganun kalaki yung nagiging impact niya. Because I choose to be myself in the end. In your case naman, how did you manage to overcome it?
Yun, to add na lang din kanina. So, yung others may seem na parang mababaw yun, di ba? Kasi nga, pero yung, kasi yung buhay mo yung teenager, na parang you always want to be included in all of the group, di ba? Mahirap kumbaga sa part ng isang babae na wala nagpapaalala sa'yo na maganda ka sa paningin nila, yung ganon, yung na kahit anong hugis or anyo mo, you belong with every kind of group. Yeah. So yun, na-overcome ko siya sa pakikinig sa mga testimony ng ibang babae sa different platforms which are yung mga influencers like Miss Ayn Bernos, where she's one of the reason kung bakit ko nagustuhan yung kulay ng balat ko as a morena. Yun, through different influencers din, nalaman ko na may iba't ibang types pala ng hairs, which yung parang yung mga 2B, 2C, yung sa part ko ay yung 2B wavy, ganun. Kaya parang nai-enhance natin kung ano nga ba, or nabibigyan ng information ng ibang babae na hindi naman pangit yung buhok mo, you only need to enhance what you have in yourself. Yung, kumbaga doon sa part na yun, yung fulfilling yung part na sinasabi nila na kapag na-embrace mo na kung ano nga ba yung flaws mo, fulfilling na kapag naririnig mo na, wow, ang ganda ng balat mo, yung gano'n, ang ganda ng buhok mo, na that I am able to set my own standards for myself, not for them to accept me, but accept what I love about what I have in myself.
True naman. So actually, that is the fruit of struggles. Yung lessons na natututunan natin along the way, which shapes us more in a way na nakahandle natin siya the second time around. So from the struggles na na-experience mo, aside na rin dito sa biggest challenge that you have faced na shinare mo sa amin, what was the most surprising lesson that you have learned?
Siguro yung most surprising lesson na will be myself empowering other women by doing this podcast. Knowing this is one of the ways na I can boost others women confidence and cheer for them to pursue what they wanted. At saka yung what they really want to be. Yun po.
Thank you so much for that. I'm pretty sure na some can relate from your experiences. Can you give us some advice for the women out there or to our listeners na rin who are facing the same struggles?
Yun, yung sa mga struggles siguro, yung mabibigay ko pa lang ngayon, yung parang yung mostly same as me, pursue what their heart wants, yung ganun. Yung mahirap kapag kasi hinahayaan mo yung sarili mo na makulong sa standards na ibinibigay ng iba. If you want to wear something because it will give you confidence, yun, suotin mo. After all, your choice wouldn't make such big disaster on others' life. Maaring may sasabihin sila, pero hanggang doon lang yun. Kapag kasi patuloy ka na nakikinig sa sinasabi nila, pwedeng dumating yung panahon na hindi mo na magagawa yung totoong gusto mo. If you want to pursue learning of something and your only dilemma ay baka hindi mo mapanindigan, hindi mo makaya, maniwala ka sa sarili mo o your interests and abilities as a woman will fulfill your passion. Na there's no wrong on wanting changes for yourself after being jailed on the opinions of others.
Oh, grabe. Talaga namang tumatak sa akin yung pursue what your heart wants. Kasi yes, if magpapakulong tayo sa standards na isineset ng iba instead of being ourselves, sino bang maapektuhan nito? Hindi ba tayo rin? Saan ba babalik to? Hindi ba sa atin din? So for our listeners, take this as your sign to express yourself the way you want as long as you're not hurting others. You want to wear that dress but you can't since natatakot ka sa sasabihin or sa magiging side comment ng iba. I'm telling you, wear it now. Do what you want, do what makes you happy. It is you who will achieve that freedom and happiness, hindi sila. So we are celebrating Women's Month every year during the month of March. For you, Miss Crisaline, paano kaya natin ma-ensure na itong celebrations na ito ay hindi lang for a one-time acknowledgement. Instead, magli-lead siya into a long-lasting change for all of us.
As for me po, yung continuous awareness and acknowledgement, hindi lang tuwing buwan ng March mo lagi maaalala na may babaeng naging malakas para baguhin ang mga nakasanayan ng iba. Every day, there's always a woman who will remind you how it is important to acknowledge their sacrifices. May it be your mother, sister, professor, classmates, and friends. And yun, different identity of women that will remind you that celebrating women empowerment is not only done in a designated month like this or in March, but every time that there's one woman who stand up for you or for the growth and changes, may it remind you that you need that there's always a women empowerment.
Yes, a one-hit answer. Of course, we should always prioritize continuous awareness and acknowledgement. Kasi kagaya nga ng nabanggit ni Miss Crisaline, hindi lang naman month of March tayo pwedeng mag-express ng sarili natin to the fullest. Every time is a good time to always remind everyone to stand up for ourselves. So time really flies. Sadly, we only have our last question of the day. For our grand finale, ito na ang Miss Universe question of the day. Miss Crisaline, what makes a woman a woman?
Grabe naman yung pang Miss Universe, nakaka-pressure. So, for me, what makes a woman ay hindi lang yung about yung physical appearance, kung ano nga ba yung meron siya or kung ano yung wala ang isang kasarian. Nagiging babae ang isang babae because of her freedom. Sa pagiging malaya ng isang babae, nakikilala niya ang kanyang sarili. Her instincts help her to know where kind of place she belongs and where she can develop herself. At dahil nga may kalayaan ng isang babae, may paninindigan siya sa kanyang paniniwala. She knows her dreams and aspiration which helps her to define her identity as a woman. Hindi niya hahayaang ikulong siya ng mga limitasyon na isinet sa kanya ng society dahil she will make a way to climb every wall and use her full potential as a woman not only to empower herself but also other women. The people of her the power of her choice does not only surround on her being independent but also recognizing her value as a woman. Yun po. Thank you. And I thank you.
Step forward and explore the world with her confidence, just like Miss Crisaline right here. So before we end this podcast, Miss Crisaline, do you have any ending meant for our listeners?
Farewell message po.
Yes po.
Yes po, meron po. I think yung katulad ng main na pinag-uusapan natin ngayon, parang pinaka-main topic as a woman, yung do not be afraid to try new things. Dahil wala namang nadudulot na changes yung comfort. Normal lang na matakot, pero ang magpalamon sa takot sa mahabang panahon ay hindi dapat na gawin mo sa sarili mo. Kasi it will only leave regrets at the end of the day. Katulad ng topic natin ngayon nga, for a woman to be free, she needs to be brave to face those challenges na kinaharap niya. Nakakapagod man, pero embark a change for us when the time is right. Yun lang po. Thank you so much po.
Very, very true. Thank you so much, Miss Grisaline, for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have a chika with one empowered woman of our university sharing her thoughts with us. I'm sure na maraming natutunan at na-realize ang mga listeners natin through this podcast. And to end, let me leave some note to always remember that you are already empowered. No matter what society throws at you, face it with faith, courage, and trust in yourself. Because nothing is more important or more powerful, rather, than a confident woman. Again, this has been your host, Angel, and see you next time for another Kwentuhan and Warrior Studio Kabetaan Podcast.